like I was getting up in the middle of the night to eat, to like do stuff. And like it was just like,
dude, in college, I used to make a big protein smoothie. And I would have 3 blender bottles. I would have one right before bed. I would have 2 on my nightstand. Wake up in the middle of the night, have one. The third one, I would have right before I got to bed. And I mean, Graham, I had 6 a.m. running, 7 a.m. lift and practice from 8 to 11. So I kind of like, not knowing at the time, I almost like reverse engineered my day where I had so many more calories going into all of that.
Yeah.
And then like having just regular meals a little bit later.
Yep.
So I was going into that 5-hour stint of physical activity with 2,500 calories.
Yep.
And not many other people really had much of anything in their system, and you saw a huge difference in when I started doing that. I saw a huge difference in my performance, huge difference in my performance and my recovery.
Yeah. No,
and my energy throughout the day too.
Yeah, I don't like. I always feel worse with food in my system.
So that's
like I love training fasted. And any type of training fasted, like even golf, like I'll play 18 holes of golf and I would be like, I don't want to eat until afterwards.
Well, see, like I would go, because I'd have class from 11 to usually 4 with labs, and then sometimes I would have like a 5 or 6 o'clock once a week class. It was several hours, and then we would have film. So like I didn't have many opportunities to get to like the student center or whatever to get like food. And the food that I would get, I'd have to just grab and go, and it was never enough compared to how much. So, and I do
one big meal, because I only got 1 meal a day in the mess hall or whatever, Commons.
Yeah.
So I'd sit in there and just feast for hours.
Did they let you take food out with you?
No.
I know some places that do, some that don't.
No, they don't let you. But I had my containers.
Yeah.
But I would sit in there and I'd just eat all of my meals at once, because like I just do homework in there. But like the only food that I ate at my house is really like I had 10 eggs every morning.
Nice.
Just whole eggs. And I might have had protein powder. Then the rest of it was like that other giant meal. But it was just like, how much fucking food can I eat? Because I was just in a place of growth. I was so small back then. And all I wanted to do was get big. So I was just eating and eating and eating and eating and eating, and offsetting the alcohol.
Yeah.
I was making myself pretty catabolic on the weekends, so like I had to really set it off on the weekdays. Yeah. No, so like that'll be fun, but I'm still gonna train fasted.
I love training fasted.
Yeah.
I like that was then, and that was because like so I would just kind of get up around 5:50, roll right into my shoes and sprint over to the stadium, and I just noticed just how completely depleted I would be by the time practice would start. And then I'm like, all right, if I don't get out of here within these like 5-minute window, then I will not be able to get like some kind of snack on my way to class on the other side of campus that I gotta run to.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, I get out, like, because practice would end at 11, but my class would start at 11. So I'd have to be done. I'd get out at 10:45. So I'd have 15 minutes to shower, change, and get to the other side.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
And then I would go from one class to then one to a lab to film.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I gotta find ways to get food in. I am done. I can't even stay awake in class. Yeah. I'm not Film was like an opportunity, just like
yeah, exactly.
Like you would want to pay attention, but there's nothing here. To like you're just so exhausted and drained.
No, I barely ate on Tuesdays and Thursdays in college because I didn't have classes Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Like I'd stack Tuesday and Thursday, so I was in class all day Tuesday and Thursday. And Monday, Wednesday, Friday were like my days to like do homework or whatever, but mostly like training and eating and working. The GNC and stuff, so I wouldn't eat most of the day, and I'd do like one meal at nighttime on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then we'd like go out at Thursday night, I guess. And then the rest of the time I'd eat on almost like the 6 meals a day, like very regimented, like trying to do stuff like the bodybuilder way. As was my journey back then, but now it's like